Hello everybody! Welcome to a brand new season, everyone, of CRF Action. Here we go. Welcome all to what should be an absolutely enthralling engagement of pure driving talent, skill, and a slice of luck. My name is Marlborough, and here we go! It's season 9 time, and we have got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about after we've had a little week off, a chance to cool off, reset, and here we all go back again on the ride that is known as CRF Racing. As I should pop my phone on mute to be professional on the job, we have got 20 of the finest racers, a full lobby, so thank you to all those who turned up, who are ready to chase after the drivers and the Constructors' Championship crown. Last season it went down to the wire in a four-way fight, but in the end it was Valentino Camper in the Alpine who won the drivers' title, and McLaren won the Constructors successfully. Will those two parties respectively win the drivers and the Constructors? Well, the drivers champion in Tier 2 will move into Tier 1. However, they've taken a team principal role in Tier number 2. We'll find out as we elaborate a little bit more throughout this whole deal. Then, following on from that, as I make the game more quiet and proceed to make my voice even more, louder and more pronounced, we have then got a lot of new exciting changes for the season. Let's start off, of course, with the calendar itself. It is a wonderful 12, let me just double check, a 12 round, 10 round engagement all around the world, starting off here tonight on the 7th of September around the Bahrain International Circuit. And then we'll be doing a race every single week here for Tier 2. It'll be every single Saturday at 7:30 British time. Then for every Sunday, we'll be doing the same calendar as I described in Tier 2, but for our Tier 1 races on a Sunday, and our Tier 3 will be on every Monday, but with the same calendar as I'm going to list in the same order. So this week, it is the week of Bahrain. Next week will be Japan, followed by Canada, Great Britain, and Hungary. Then, to start the second half of the season, we'll be going into Australia before Belgium, Portimao on Halloween week, and Austin. To round out the season, we'll be on between the 9th to the 11th of November, subject to all the tiers, at Brazil. Thank you, of course, to the wonderful partners who have been with us for many seasons now for making this possible. NordVPN, Siley, Exidex, Rogue Energy, Pitlane Prince, Fiverr, Dubby, 3D Rat, and Mozart Racing. Honestly, you all have been amazing with us from start to finish throughout last season, and I'm thrilled to welcome you all on board once again. Really hope you enjoy the show here. Now, if you're enjoying this action and you want to see a little bit more like side-by-side action, this is on our backup account at www.twitch.tv/CRF Racing League 2, as in the number 2, all lower cases. The reason being is quite straightforward. This is because we have got an Assetto Corsa Competizione race going on, and thanks to the wonderful work by Dave, Raptors and the team, they are providing a wonderful race around the Nordschleife, which I'm sure is very entertaining, and right now it's actually a little bit moist. So if you want to have a look at some other racing, if GT cars are more your thing, then please follow us over there at twitch.tv/CRF Racing League, all lower cases, no spaces. And if you want some action, say if ACC and Formula 1 overlap, then please head to this Twitch channel and follow us at www.twitch.tv/CRF Racing League 2. Now, normally I'd be listing a bunch of buttons you could do at the bottom of the screen, but there's no need to worry about that. If you scroll to the About page on under our Twitch channel, you'll find 4 pages. These being our main Twitch channel, which I've just outlined earlier, our new YouTube channel, our Racing League server, and our Motorsports server. All very useful links to have if you want to keep yourself engaged within the wider CRF community. Now, we have got a lot to go over, and there's nobody in the Twitch chat just yet, but thank you to all 10 of you who've hopped on board. Honestly, thank you so much for the start of the season. I appreciate it. It's on the alt account. Most people watch ACZ by the numbers, but hey, we're the F1 crew, and we're going to stick by each other to the bitter end. So let's roll through the new lineups for the season then. So, in the McLaren, where is a McLaren to focus on? We are going to have our team principal is Westboy with ARX Biscuit back in the seat once more, and the CRF Tier 3 title holder, who just happened to win at the McLaren, Drukimen, will be making the promotion in the same team. Good luck to the defending team's champions, who last season scored 158 points, got 2 poles, 2 wins, and 6 podiums. Followed by them is none other than the, where are they? The Mercedes squad. This is run by Michas with Fridge, our league director, and Josh as the full-time drivers, with tonight specifically having the reserve of Hunter Clark getting their shot, as last season there were 150 points with 1 pole, 1 win, and 5 podiums. Followed by that is the Ferraris of, if I can find one. Oh, there we go. We got one actually out on track this time. That's amazing. What I wanted them to be. Dave Raptors, who's currently commentating over the Assetto Corsa Competizione footage. They are the team principal, bless them, thank you. Alongside Luke Gill has jumped from Mercedes to Ferrari, and they'll be partnered alongside Leighton. Followed by the Ferraris, it is the Williams crew, which consists of Wandy as the team principal, with Swifty Yoz and Grease hopping into the car. Best of luck for them, as I think we've got a onboarding lap from a blue car. I just want to make sure which one it is. I think it's not the RB. Hold on, we're going to get the right car here, because we've got to stay professional, and I will find this dot. Oh, it's invalidated anyway. It is the Game Master is going to be the first driver. While we're watching their lap, we're going to go through the rest of the new season and has to offer. As we mentioned earlier, Valentino Camper won the driver's title in the Alpine, but they didn't want to manage them. They feel like they've done that and beaten that. So, with 126 points last season, 4 poles, 3 wins and 6 podiums, Parker has inherited this well-run organisation alongside Sebi and Ryan Berger. So it should be a very exciting lineup to watch on the track for sure. Then, in this team's big brother team, it is the Red Bull with Sub being the team principal, with Adan and Alex D. Alexander, but for the purposes of this I will be saying Alexander because there's also an Alex here, so in a Racing Bulls, so it'll get a bit confusing otherwise. As there's a yellow flag, but nothing too important for now, I don't think. All cars made it through fine, and we have got tonight Kilian hopping into the RB, and I believe we're riding on board with them now actually. Let's see what the number 7 can do. It's a 1 minute 6.5 with the second sector, taking it nice and smooth. Again, it's the first run. Don't need to do anything silly, don't need to take any risks, just take a nice smooth approach. You should get yourself onto the leaderboard. He will take provisional pole position. Will Killian? The question is where? Let's find out now, as the Racing Bulls will charge towards the line and starts the off on pole with a 128.6. Then we've got another blue car. I believe it's one of the Alpines, as Martin jumps up to provisional pole there with a 28.2. Next up, I think it's going to be a blue car. I think it's going to be a Williams. They're about to start their lap, but Sebi is the next driver to cross the line. The German driver to cross the line, a 28.888. Well, that's a pretty precise number there, but great stuff from the German, the fastest third sector of them all. We'll finish up the season roundup in just a moment, as Toby, one of our reserves, hops in with a good 4th place at a 129.3, just settling in, and Shira in the Sauber kicks out Varga on pole position, but then Laurel Fusion turns up the wick and goes into 1st. We've got Luke Gill, runner-up, vice champion last season, going into 4th, and Hunter Clark on debut shoots to 2nd with a 27.8. Alex hops into 3rd in the RB with a 28.1. Brilliant stuff from the cars so far. I think next we'll go on board with one of the McLarens. Let's see, it's going to be Biscuit. Drukiman can only go 10th on their debut. It's only the first run, nothing to worry about at this stage. Down to 11th, and their teammate is up to 2nd, leaving where they left off, it seems. On the pace straight away, it seems. Right, who is left? We will go on board with Kilian, I think, or Greta. Let's do Greta. Why not? They were very fast, in fairness, around Abu Dhabi at the end of last season, so they could be one eye to watch out for. So let's see what happens here as the Williams comes around the final corner. Oh, gets a little bit snappy there. I wonder if they put too much priority on performance, but it's a 127.841. We know there's more time in that. They are definitely in the pole group, but I think there's a Mercedes now. who's about to start their lap, as I think Kilian goes to 11th in the end. We've still got a couple of drivers on the run. Ryan Berger, we've got Swifty and Adonis. We'll go on board with Ryan Berger. So at the moment, it is Laurel Fusion on provisional pole. The Aston Martin has shaken and stirred the order with a 127.627, with Biscuit right behind, former teammate of course, with a 127.831, 100th faster than Gersa in third, and Hunter Clark on their debut, jumping into fourth, with Daredevil in fifth, but then Swifty goes up into third, and Ryan Berger in eighth, which just leaves two cars to set their first runs in Adonis and Fridge is just starting. So let's see what Adonis can do, and then we'll go back to the second half of the team introductions then for the new season. Adonis Black comes across the line, goes on to second place. Brilliant stuff from the Red Bull from a 127.7. Brilliant stuff. And now we're going to be riding on board with the lead director, Fridge. I think I got that wrong right, but correct me if I'm wrong, of course. Correct me if I'm wrong, there's nobody in the chat, but thank you to all 9 of you who are here. So as you can see now, we're flying through Sector 3. It's looking like, Fridge has got a pretty stable setup there, able to easily bump the curb. This is looking quick here. It's a 1:05 through the second sector. It's the fastest of them all. Understandably, they should be pushing every single thing out of the car. Breaking down, slight lock on the front right there. We're coming towards the final corner. This should end the first round of qualifying times. Fridge jumps to provisional pole with a 127.3. Brilliant stuff from the Flying Dutchman. And that sees the Mercedes-Benz on provisional pole after the first round of qualifying times. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. So, with that said, we've then got... Where do we leave this off? That's right, we did the Red Bull. Then it's the Aston Martin, run by new TP Levente, with Daredevil GG and Rail Fusion in the Aston Martin. Got 73 points and 2 podiums last year. I'm sure with the qualifying performance so far this season, they could extend that quite comfortably. Haas, who got 55 points, have got F50 as their team principal, with Martin Varga, aka Martin, who's currently 14th, and Meow Slayer K. The two drivers, I'm sure they'll get along great together as a duo. The Racing Bulls this season have got the team principal being Leia Bagton, a new one, with Swake and Alex, just Alex, so I'll be calling them Alex, and who is normally in Hunter Clark's car, I'll be calling them Alexander, just to, otherwise again, very confusing. In the RB, I'm sure they got 2 poles and 2 wins, came out the gates last season flying, but it all kind of came undone at the end, and I'm sure they'll want to change that. Finally for Sauber, the reigning title holder for CRF Tier 2, Valentino Camper, is about, as we're going to quickly switch to Sebi, as a nice swift transition there, as Valentino Camper is the team principal of the Sauber operation, and it is Chariot and Toxke, who is not available for this race, so Toby is stepping in for this Grand Prix. The drivers, and that is everybody for the new season ahead. Right, we're now going to go on board with Sebi's run, I believe, as he's coming through now, the second DRS straight, opening the water tap, as I call it, because of the BWT sponsor. Braking down now, slight lock up on the front right tyres there, probably got the front brake biased a little bit too much to the forward, but they have improved, so maybe this could put them in front of the Game Masters. But let's see how it's going, and I do apologise, I will be referring to how they're displayed on the screen, these usernames, so I do apologise in advance. We'll use a swig of lovely drink. As Sebi comes now, thundering through the next set of corners here, as we've just got under 8 minutes in a short qualifying session, which all drivers have got approximately 18 minutes, I'll say 48 minutes, that's Sebi's number, not quite the amount of minutes though, that'll be a very long qualifying session to set the fastest possible time within the track limits, and the driver who can do that will start from the pole position, most ideal slot of the ball to be on. Let's see what Sebi can do here, coming around the final corner, water tap will open very soon, and Sebi goes to 16th, good lap there, a 128.5. Next up, I think we'll jump a little bit back. House is about to start one. On a flyer, as I've not seen any radical changes. But, of course, viewers, feel free to point out my lazy eyes. And, oh, we've got a purple sector. Oh, Daredevil was really pushing there, but they had to back off with a slight mistake. The Ferraris are on the run. The question is which one it is. It is Luke Gill, the vice champion of Tier 2 last season, narrowly missed out at a good first half of the season. I wonder if they could stretch that into the full campaign. The number 80 comes around the final corner now, opens up the printer flap, and the tray is open, and it's fourth with a 127.825. Great lap from the Scarlet car. I think we've next got the Aston Martin of Daredevil, who is down at the moment, but their teammate, L'Oreal Fusion, might be on a flyer. Oh no, they've invalidated big time. So, we'll go to the other Ferrari then, of Leighton then. So, as it stands, Darnis is just about to start their run. No major changes to the top 10 besides Luke Gill's run. As Leighton opts to... Oh, come on. Everybody I go on board with just seems to go into the pit. What's going on today? Right. Chariot, as ARX Biscuit jumps to 4th place with a 27.803. That's a good improvement, though. A lot of strong pace from the McLaren. It's not quite enough for pole, but Fridge's lap time seems to be, at the moment, a class above the field, it seems. What can the Haas do behind? With Martin coming across the line, it's a slight downgrade, but honestly, still a good lap, all things considered. Ryan Berger's next across the line. They're finding some time. It's an improvement, not enough to change position, and then comes the Mercedes of Fridge. It's about to start their second run here, coming through now. They're actually taking the middle line of the circuit, going down, breaking at the 100 meter board into Schumacher corner. A slight lock-up on the front right, but they managed to keep the traction good on the exit. Not too much curve use, this is good stuff. The Petronas flap is now open, and Fridge comes flying through, and they have set a very good lap time, considering that was at the start of the session, but there's not as much grip. He has a bit of a slide there, nearly missing out, and that slide has cost him, but he's definitely got the speed, and oh, it's a brilliant save from Fridge. Wow, he keeps himself cool under pressure. The door was slightly open, and he shut it properly there. Great stuff on the 37. Shame about the run not counting, but hey, that's a good recovery, all things considered. Right, who should we go on board with next? I think we can go on board with the car in front, as Toby has opted to give up on qualifying. They don't think they're going to get any higher. I mean, there's no point wasting a pair of tyres if you don't think you're going to get them. But they've left the session. So, can somebody make sure he is back in, please? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Right, Ryan Berger then. Next across the line. Oh, as they opt to peel into the pits, not happy about the runs. The next one we can go on board with is Lukeman, but they are off the pace, so we'll go on board with the Red Bulls. We are going to go on board with Adonis, who has... Oh, everybody's losing time, but it's like a point and curse sort of situation. Is Killian actually Killian trying on a run? Let's see here, as we come through the Sector 2 split very shortly. I think they are. This is good. It's a very smooth line. And you know what? This is an interesting driving style. Hey, if it nets them the performance, that's all that counts, right? They're taking it quite cautious and playing it safe. Maybe it's the first time they're turning off an assist. Who knows? We don't know at this stage. Or maybe some technical equipment issues. Who knows? But it's not quite, I don't think, going to be strong enough, but I don't think they're also using a lot of resources. And Adonis has had a little bit of a whoopsie, so the next driver is the Game Masters once again, who should be on a run. Again, no messages from Twitch chat, of course. If you'd like to message, all you've got to do is just type a comment with your Twitch account, and I'll be sure to read it aloud. So, Swake, I think it is Swake, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is Swake, is the next driver on a run. So let's see what the Racing Bulls can do. They're getting out a little bit early ahead of the crowd. I don't know what fuel usage they've got, but I'm wondering if they're going to do 2 laps. So, the car flap is open. Let's see what can happen here. Down towards Schumacher corner. It's a very nice entry from Swake. Coming to the left-hand side. Very nice traction there. Could be a little tiny, but overall, I think that was pretty good. Thundering towards what I would call turn 3, and that's very good. Nice and aggressive there, keeping it steady though as he comes flying through this corner. He is finding some time here, so maybe being able to jump ahead of Sebi as these two people are having an on-track battle, as now the rest of the field seem to be leaving the pace, although one of the houses will be starting a lap next. I wonder if they're going to get caught in some traffic though. That could be an issue there for the house of Meow Slayer K. Yes, they are. Drivers, please get out of the way. There's a house on a flying run. It would be a catastrophe if Meow Slayer K that was invalid because of chaos. Thank you, Toby's back in the session. We've invited him. Proper G, thank you for bringing it back. Swake at the moment has gone purple though through sector 2. So let's see here. They're finding a lot of time. This could push up a few positions here. Maybe not quite into top 10, but further up the 18th. Let's see here. The Racing Bulls comes across the line now. And that is 15th place. So 28.295. And that is their session over. Next up will be one of the Alpines to start their run. However, Meow Slayer K is the next in one. And despite all the traffic in fairness, Meow Slayer K is doing a good job so far. The number 99 is flying, it seems, at the moment, and they are finding a precious 10th where maybe others haven't. Sebi is a third car to start a run. It is a 2/10 improvement. This could here possibly slide them into the top 4, which would be a bit crazy. But then again, every other one is yet to do a run, and this one has slightly been compromised by traffic. But let's see here. The transfer app should open. Can they climb the order? Yes, they can! The Haas jumps to second. Brilliant stuff there. And now I think we're going to have the Alpine of Sebi on a run. They are down a little bit at the moment. Everyone else should be now. Yeah, they're just going to be starting some runs. So 16 seconds to go in the session. Just want to check. Yeah, it is Swake, but they're not on the push run. Sebi not finding too much time. What about the Sauber? They are finding a little bit of time. Then it's the McLaren, I think, ARX, who we don't know what they're finding, but well, it's going to be quite chaotic. Once everybody gets across the line, it's going to be a little bit else. Oh, Sebi, they're looking about the front right. It's not good for the LP. I think that's meant to be 38, but do quote me if I'm wrong. Now, let's see here. He has literally got deploying everything he's got to try and climb out of 18th. Managed to get a win last season in the 3rd tier. What can they do in the 2nd? The water tap is turned on, and it's 18th. Followed by that is going to be the Sauber of Sharia to the line. Jumps into 2nd place. What about the McLaren though? ARX Biscuit to 5th. Luke Gill stays 6th. Laurel Fusion jumps to pole. Daredevil up to 3rd. Brilliant stuff there. Luke Gill down to 8th place. Martin, best they can do is 12th. Sebi is stuck in 18th sadly. That's over for them. Actually down to 19th. The Leighton jumped Sebi for 18th place. Luke Gill in 9th. In 7th. The Darkness couldn't improve. They're in 8th place. Charia, great job in the Sauber to climb to 5th. Daredevil in 4th. And Gressa is up to 2nd. But Swifty's in 1st. But through comes Fridge. He takes pole by 5 thousandths of a second. Oh my goodness me. That was far too close for comfort there. That is everyone done except for Druckerman. Wow, what a brilliant qualifying session, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a little flick through the order. Fridge will be starting on pole position with Swifty in 2nd, Laurel Fusion in 3rd, Killian in 4th, Gressa in 5th, Daredevil 6th, Sharia 7th, Yasler 8th, Eric Biscuit 9th, and Adalis running up the top 10, Luke Gill in 13th, Alex 12th, Ryan Berger 13th, Hunter Clark 14th, Martin 15th, Swake 16th, Druckerman 17th, Leighton 18th, Sebi 19th, and Toby in 20th place. Wow! Absolutely stunning. Great job from all the drivers. What a great qualifying show. But it's this driver right here. Fridge had a lot of pace towards the end of last season. And while I didn't have time to make predictions, one thing I always say is at the start of the next season, it's usually a follow-on from the form of the last, unless it's a new game, and I think that's come true. Fridge is on pole position in the Mercedes for the Bahrain Grand Prix. If that's not worth following us at CRF Racing League 2, I don't know what it is. You never get this on the first channel. As I can be obviously a bit over top. We're on 60 followers. Hello! Power Science, the first commentator of the season in the CRF Formula 1 division. Yeah, that was an insane quality. Indeed, Dave Raptor's low 27s, it absolutely is. And we've got a few with the low 27s indeed, so this should be an absolutely cracking race. I'm not going to make any predictions because they often jinx someone. But, if I'm going off my gut here, I'd say the podium is within the top 7, 8 drivers could all get on the podium here, which is absolutely crazy. We're under the floodlights. It is not raining. I know that would not be a shock to you, but if you all remember, on CRF race tier 3, we went to Qatar and it was literally heavy rain throughout the whole thing. I drove it and yeah, I'll never forget it. So I'm never taking it for granted ever again. It's going to be dry in the Middle East. I just don't anymore after that lesson. But make sure you all follow us. We're at 60 followers. And we're hoping to climb up to 100 followers. Obviously this account is not going to be used all the time. It's for when an ACC clashes. But it'll probably be my voice. Judging from how ACC races work. And thank you, Dave. I hope you have done a great job over on the Tier 1 stream with you and the crew. I hope you're all having a wonderful time around the Nordschleife. It's a bit damp for my taste and preference, but you know what? As long as you all are having fun, then absolutely go for it. We are about to go live in just a matter of moments for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Again, once again, thank you to all of our wonderful partners. NordVPN, Sailing, Excited, Rogan, Pit Lane Prince, 5 and W3D Rap, and Motor Racing, and all the staff and stewards for making it all possible. Josh, you funny person. Not really. If anyone set a 26, that would have been insane. Having said that, though, we were very close. I mean, Fridge could have done it, because they did a little wobble on their second attempt. Hey, you can multitask. We're all humans. Humans can multitask. I'm not saying it's what we're designed to do, but we can do it. So, hey, he's just giving a bit of cross promotion. Nothing wrong with that. But yes, all should be fun. So we're just going to go live in a few moments' time. I'm not sure whether if the 5-minute rule has been implemented or not. I have no idea. I'm going to assume it has. I know there was like one grassroots league I did where literally they'd put a 5-minute break in between qualifying and the race, and it just made life so much easier. You know, you can get up, stretch, take the adrenaline away a little bit, and often that means slightly less chaotic starts. If you all are trying this system out, that's amazing. Josh wants to join me, but oh, you two are funny. Great. But here we go. The 5 lights are about to come on. And away they rumble, like an episode of Mr. Tumble. And it's a poor start from Fridge. The Williams is swift off the line. This Taylor Swift fan has done it. She's taken the lead. Oh, but there's slight chaos behind. There's a McLaren off in the distance. I think they've kept it together. And there's a Red Bull trying to go around the outside. Killian with the skills and dribbling of Mbappe absolutely flies through the order. There's a Mercedes, a Fridge getting slightly wobbled from behind. Somebody must have shaken the Fridge a little bit too hard there, slamming it through one reason or another. But all 20 incredibly kept it insane. Whoa, Meow Slayer going a little bit risky there. It looks like, whoa, Toby and Leighton are off. No damage sustained. Toby has been kicked out of the way, and that's the Saber down to 20th. It's not the end of the world, Toby. There's a long race to go. Swifty in the lead. Right, tyre time. Oh, this is interesting. Everyone's doing a bit of everything here. That explains a lot, as you saw. Killian and Greza are the only two on the softs. And the only ones on the hards are Fridge, Meowslayer, Swake, Varga, and Leighton, with everybody else on the medium. So, this will be very interesting. But right now, he'll change for the lead. Killian on the softs. Not a lot that Swifty can do on those mediums. I think he should. If it was me, I'd probably back down. It's probably not worth the fight, but they're going to fight. And let's see how this goes here. So we're going to quickly switch this graphic off to show. It's getting close here. It's getting close. Killian going to go to the inside of Swifty, but he backs out. Thinks intelligently, he doesn't want to make a move into Schumacher. That is the corner's name before anyone asks. Coming through now, he backs off a little bit there, so interesting. I'm not sure if that was planned or not, but he seems to have quite a smoothly driving style. Like, is it just me who seems that it's a bit slow? I'm not sure. Oh, is this slowing down, I'm wondering? I'm not too sure. I do wonder, but I'm not too sure. I'm not going to comment. It's just my raw gut observation, but we'll see. Right, Laral Fusion is in third, Fridge in fourth, Greza in fifth, Daredevil sixth, Luke Gill seventh, Chariot in eighth. Great job to see Saba flying high. Whoa, the Red Bull of Adonis getting up to the back there with Airix Biscuit in 10th and Hunter Clark in 11th. Right, any action up the front? No, not quite. It looks like Killian wants to control the race, it seems. Build a bit of a safety net. They feel these softs are not going to be as good, so they just want to like take their time, it seems. And I wonder if this is going to give Swifty the possible win. Killian could either be playing a strategical masterclass with the DRS or a blunder, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess he's going to be stuck in the dirty air too much, which could be to his benefit, but we'll see. Swifty now leads on lap 3, setting the fastest lap. Killian used a lot of battery. Is this going to open up the door? Greza gets past Fridge. Will around trying to get past Killian? No, they think better of it. And Greza in the background, making a good overtake on the Mercedes. The Fridge who's starting on the hards. They too are on the soft tyres, so again, they've got the pace to try and make an overtake, but they think better of it here. Some interesting, good intelligence from the drivers. As whoa, Chadia makes a move on Hunter Clark. They bang wheels here. The two drivers side by side through the S section, and the Sauber reigns supreme. Wow, that's the sort of thing I'd say today. But the 84 is dropped. Chadia, the number 13. Unlucky for some, lucky for the Sauber. Further down the order, not quite anything at the moment. Not quite anything at this stage. But let's see here. Killian, is this a bit of purpose backing, or is this just not enough pace? I don't know. I don't think it's backing. I don't think it is, but it will. I think for Swifty this is great because they can save a little bit of power. Further down, the Yow Slayer getting past Alex. Oh, Sebi getting past Alex. A double overtake there. Unlucky for Alex. Can they try and find a way back? Not quite at this stage, but they're very close to it. We'll check back on this battle as the race develops. Right, lap 3 now. The ramp flap should be open. And indeed, they do. They tick-tock around the Red Bull clock, as does Greza on the soft. Licks the stamps and send it. They had a lot of power in that battery of theirs, a lot of power in the Duracell, and that is the Williams into second. Now, is Killian going to fight this, or are they not going to fight this? These two are going to have a good fight now, but again, fighting is only going to make it easy for Swifty, but actually Greza, that's exactly what they want. And Greza now, whoa, nearly loses it. Oh, what a save from those two. And Fridge dives it up the inside. What a bit of racing this is. I'm surprised there's no front wing damage. Could somebody invite Hunter Clark, please? He is disconnected from the session. Oh, a bit of banging there. Oh, a bit of a chain reaction. I think a few cars, a bit of bumper cars going on. But Laral Fusion is in second from that. Fridge in third. And Killian is down to fourth. They don't have a lot of battery. They don't have a lot of battery, it seems, at this stage. And all this fighting, this is brilliant for Swifty because it's just giving them a nice gap in the lead. They can have a chill out, check their Instagram, have a look on their TikTok, maybe go and talk to their pets, all that stuff, order a Domino's pizza, all that fun stuff, thanks to the extra second advantage. Well, listen, do you know what, Turbo Smokes? I hope your aunt has a wonderful 40th happy birthday, and I hope this race can entertain her if she is a fan of Formula 1. As the McLaren dives for the pits, we got a flying Fridge as they move up into second place further behind. So we're going to try and make a move. Not quite. Oh, a bit of contact there potentially, but I don't think so. I think it'll just be seeing things, wouldn't surprise me. So what's going on here? So, ARX Biscuit has come for the hards. Let's just have a quick flick. Oh, there's a yellow flag for Swake. It's 16th there, running alone on the hards. Yeah, it's understandable. Lapse of concentration. It only takes once, and that is it. Quick personal experience. This is a long race. Swake. Now, while the race has calmed down, I'm just going to look to see pit stops. Oh, it was for a front wing. Okay. I just wanted to check to see, because I thought there's no way he's pinning it down here. So, Swifty is in the lead by 2 seconds. Then it's this really intense queue for second. Now Fridge is starting to put the hammer down. Remember, the race will come to Fridge now. It will come to him. He's on the hard tyres. The more he stays out, the more Swifty's pace will go. It's not going to be straight away. It will come to him. Meanwhile, Laurel Fusion is in third place. Kilian is now struggling on the softs, as is Greza. The two soft runners are struggling. They will be very, very soon. Daredevil will be the next to get past with Adonis in 7th. Luke Gill in 8th. Chariot in 9th. We're just off this battle, and in the lead of Group 2 is Meow Slayer there. Okay, with Sebi and Alex tagging on. Right, any action down the start finish straight here. Swifty in the lead, and the Williams you can see in the foreground. In the background though, the Aston Martin thinks about it, but decides not to do anything. I think Daredevil tries to make a move past, but just can't quite find the overspeed yet. They're just trying to save power. There's a move from an Alpine. Whoa, Sebi goes for the dive. Couldn't quite fully commit there. They're struggling a little bit on the rear traction. Please, Sebi, do not bottle. We don't want a Sebi bottle anymore. That was last season. That's the old Sebi. We don't want a Sebi bottle moment. But, yeah, I think they might have gone a bit too much on the performance there. The rear seems a bit too stiff, a bit too loose. With too much power, you can always turn up the differential, and it slows down it keeps the wheels more in line, which is better with the tyres that will thrash, but worse when they're more worn. There's a yellow flag, it's Chadia, and they have had a little spin. That's a shame, because they were doing so well, and that is potentially points bye-bye. However, it's a long race and there's multiple groups to fight for, and I'm wondering if this bit of battling has caused this collision, given the gaps that have started to form in the train. Adonis! Whoa! Daredevil! Pushing, I think, a little bit Adonis off the circuit there. That's a bit cheeky there. That's a bit of cheeky seagulls. The mind games in this tier are just excellent to watch as a neutral. I'd hate them as a racer, but as a commentator, it's great. So let's see what happens here. Laurel Fusion, Swifty's in first, Fridge is in second. Laurel tries to go for it with more of a defence for Killian. Killian is going to go around the inside of Schumacher, can't quite find a way through. Greza couldn't capitalise. Meanwhile in Group 2, Sebi is going to go on Meow Slayer again. Oh, the Haas has had a lock up there, but the water tap wasn't enough. And it looks like Alex in the tuner can't quite find a way past. Their overtaking attempts have been denied so far. And let's see if they've got enough credit in the battery to get past. Oh, whoa, Killian running wide. Is this going to be a chance for Greza? Oh, not quite there. Oh, Greza's getting close. He's getting close. It's like the Jaws music. It's like dun 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 dun. This is getting insane. Oh my goodness me. Right. Swifty still leads Fridge in second, but he's not quite been able to shake off those cars in the fight for second place. Laurel Fusion there is currently in third, Killian in fourth, Greza in fifth, Daredevil sixth, and the order stayed the same. Further behind is a yellow flag of Chadia. Just spun on these hearts. I know the pain is one of those where life just doesn't go your way. Whoa, that Racing Bulls is feeling a bit bullish on the rear. Yeah, they are struggling, it seems. Maybe if it's a bit too stiff, it looks like to me it's too stiff on the rear, maybe turn it down by a percent on the throttle power, because it looks to be that's the issue, but I'm not too sure. For the number 29, it's a yellow flag as it's a it's the Sauber Chadiar again. Unfortunate for them, as Leighton jumps up to 11, so I think Alex is the first of the normal stoppers without any damage, and they should go on to hards to the end of the race. No, they're going to commit to the 2-stop. Very brave. I admire the creativity here. It might just work. Again, what have they got to lose? They're currently stuck in 14. They really have nothing to lose by giving this a try. So absolutely, it's worth a go. So, fair play, Swake. I hope it works for you, good sir. I hope it does. I hope so. But you're going to have to get past a lot of cars to try and jump the people you've boxed. Now, we can see, let's have a look here. We have got these cars all in their little groups. Let's kind of shift our focus down a little bit down the order then. Can somebody invite Hunter Clark, please? They're disconnected. Thank you. Hunter Clark needs to be invited back into the session. Eric's Biscuit down to 14. This group is all pretty much just stragglers, sadly. So focusing on the top 12 upwards. Nothing at the moment. Let's take a look to read some of the Twitch chats. We all know he's gonna cook. I give him give him good backs. Right, speaking of grip, looks like Daredevil has lost it on the mediums, and they're gonna go on the phone, check some TikTok while the Aston Martin crew slide all the hard tyres there, and past goes the Danish driver, and that sees them drop to 12th, but in a comfortable 12th. As Martin Varga tries to give us Leighton, but Leighton putting up a good wall of defence. Now we're going to turn our attention to this group, which hasn't changed, and focus on. Let's give some love to Adonis, who showed his camera enough in this stream. P1 is obviously not going real pace managing the gap. It's not going with. Yeah, that totally makes sense, Camper. I can totally see that that POV. To be fair, Fridge could cook later on if no safety car. That's absolutely true. Also, we can wrap it at the end. That is so true. Very insightful comments from our wonderful Twitch audience. As a yellow flag. Seppi's out of bottle again! Oh, another one to add to the list. Thankfully, it's not too consequential this time, but it could have thrown away a precious point. I think that's going to be great news for the Haas, as Martin Varga has moved into 7th place there. That is fantastic news for the American team. Let's see, are some of these guys on the mediums going to... How is Killian and Greza dragging the softs up for this long? I don't know what sort of magic they're putting on. Swake is the first to receive a penalty with 3-second track violation. So, multiple coming. Whoa! Bit of contact there as the Williams lost the front wing. So, we've got the Raul Fusion on the mediums, Killian and Greza all in. Let's see what they can go for. Right, Killian is on the hards. Laral is on the hards. Greza on the hards. Makes sense. And in that battle, the Williams has jumped the Red Bull because of the way the pit lane works. And Laral is in 8th, Greza 9th, Killian in 10th. Must be gutted with that one. Now I'll have to focus down. Is Daredevil going to get the jump on them? He gets past 1, hops past 2. Can't quite make it the hopscotch 3, but it's an Aston Martin 8-9 at the moment. And if Laral was to give his teammate the DRS tow, they can both work together. They can do the bike dance and fly their way through the order, work together. And Fridge has caught up to the back of Swifty here. While the Williams had a very swift start, I promise you will never find another driver like Fridge. They have been ultra quick at the end of last season, and that qualifying run was, well, simply, that was great. A quality session full stop was great, but that run at the end, to get it by 5 thousandths, I mean, it's just magical. It's the stuff from Hollywood, is what we would say. But let's see here, as further down, it looks like this group are all a little bit spaced out at the moment. So there's, except for Greza and Daredevil. So, Fridge, but Swifty comes in. Right, are they going to slow the car down time? Yes, they do. Very wise there from the Williams. The ingenuity behind that is incredible. Let's see what tyres are going to go on the Kraken of this chassis. There's a yellow flag for, I think it's Swake, sadly. It's a pair of hards. Right. Where is everybody going to end up? Let's focus on the Raul Fusion here. The number 21 Aston Martin now is coming through the final corner and is charging towards Schumacher now. Swifty, Adonis and Luke Gill have all just boxed hards as the undercut paid off. Not for Swifty, but yes for Adonis and Luke Gill. Both the Aston Martins, not quite both. Whoa, it's a bit of an overtake as Knezza gets past Daredevil in all the chaos. Brilliant driving by the Williams. The ingenuity of that car team is incredible today. But Swifty remains ahead, crucially, and ahead of the DRS zone. So now it's the hard runners on the start who didn't sustain damage are in the leading positions. First it's Fridge, then Meow Slayer K, followed by Leighton and Martin there. So Swifty is 5 seconds up the road from Martin. Then we've got Laurel Fusion, followed by Adonis, Greza, Daredevil, Luke Gill, Killian, Aeros Biscuit, Alex, Drukeman, Ryan Berger. Oh, Alex is disconnected. Can somebody please invite Alex to the session? Can somebody please invite Alex to the session? Thank you. Alex, please need an invite. Drukeman 40, Ryan Berger 50. Ryan Berger actually tries to make a move on Drukeman. The title holder of CRF3, I think has done pretty good. You know, it's their first proper race in this tier. You know, it takes time to build up speed, and you know what? Fair play to Drukeman. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Sebi in 16th, Swake in 17th, Chalia in 18th, Hunter Clark who sadly has been disconnected for a while ago, so he's been invited to the league, doing an invite there in 19th, and Tony in 20th. Right, it looks like this is a potential battle, as is this one. Let's see here. Jump on board the rear of Laurel, successfully blocks, as Williams there has to work wide of Gadeza. Now coming through the uphill section, Leighton stays ahead for the on-track 3rd place, and behind, Laurel is keeping it behind, a lock up on the rear right back. Chalia is the second round of the 3-second track time penalty for making free track with a couple of violations. The gap is closing between Swifty and Martin there. About 3.5 seconds, it was 5 when the last moved down. And we will tell you what time it is, but that is a different document in the background. It's a good overtake into turn 4, and that is the Dutchman flying through into 13th place. Although Ryan Berger is still on the back of that car. So let's see what happens here, as we've now got a great little fight here. Further up the order, these two have been doing the hard strategy, and they've survived the chaos, and seems to have paid off for the pair of them so far. But Swifty is catching up at a rate of knots. They've just found a second out of these two, but remember, they have to, excuse the dogs, stay out for basically the majority of the race. However, they will gain time back at the end as Martin goes for the move. The number 85 makes the move, and the bank transfer has been complete. Indeed, Martin Varga moves into 3rd place. Can Leighton get the switch back? Martin has used a lot of power, it seems, judging by the tail light at the back of the rear wing. No, they cannot. And further behind, it's a brilliant little scrap here. Adonis up into 6th place, get past the Ralph Fusion. Greza tries to send him over the outside. Can't quite find a way through. Losing a bit of traction. Bit of contact with Luke Gill, but no damage sustained. Oh, the tension in this group. You can feel the tension in this group of cars. But Adonis with a great move into Schumacher corner, into 6th place there. The Ralph Fusion down into Greza, tries to make a move up to 7th, but instead stays in 8th, nearly spun around entirely there. But all cars in this group keeping it very clean, very professional stuff. Killian lost a little bit of pace, it seems. Can't quite find a way to keep up, as it seems. Let's have a look at the Twitch chat as Swifty has indeed caught up to the group. I do apologise, my dog's a little bark there. As Swifty Klein has definitely closed the gap now, but should these two put up a fight? I don't think so. What is Swifty going to do? As Leighton gets past Martin Varga, one of the Sabres and the spinner, they push for a purple fastest lap. Swifty round the outside Schumacher corner, and Martin wisely thinks out of the overtake. Now, just to get the power down and make another move. No changes in this group. What can Swifty do on the Ferrari? Can they dispatch them that quickly? I don't think they will be. And in this group, it stays the same in Group 2 of the race. As Swifty now is stuck in this little sandwich, and the longer they stay in the Ferrari-powered sandwich, the more this is going to be more good news for Fridge, because Fridge can just keep building and building the gap. While Swifty is stuck in traffic, and they use too much power. There we are, the number 35 has used too much power. It's going too wide on the curb there. And I thought they're going to go for a spin. But As Leighton lets by, I think, yeah, they do. They let by the Williams. And Swifty now is up into 3rd place. No change happening in this group. And the rest, I think, are all a little bit too spaced out. As Druckmann is in 14th with Sebi in 15th place. Okay. Alex and Hunter Clark need an invite, please. Right. Let's see what happens here now in this little group as they are all trying to catch up to Varga and Leighton. Currently, the gap stands at 4 seconds with this train to the back. Again, this could get very interesting. I think Laral could make a move and they're going to do it. What about Grazza? Is Grazza going to make a move? I don't think so, but Laral Fusion didn't beat Schumacher corner. Swiftly got past Grazza, tries and has to think about it. Can't find a way through, and the Red Bull is going to try. Whoa, putting up a defensive block goes Laral, but overall can't quite find a way through. Great defensive driving from Laral Fusion, who runs a bit wide there. That's going to give the opportunity. Oh, Gres is even struggling down on the hard tyres. He tries to find a way through. Adonis had a bit of a wobble, but it's all staying the same. I feel this group could have one major bottle. It could have massive implications on the race. I think so. I think Grazza is struggling a little bit there. I'm not sure if the throttle is set too much or not enough, but they need to play around with that because that's the only thing that's going to make their car much more stable on the hard tyres. Let's see what happens here as the cars come now flying through the next DRS straight. The final one on the this middle one second I should say is the Red Bull left down wide. And actually, let's focus on this a second as Swifty has already not wasting any time. The gap now sits at 17 seconds. Ryan Berger's picked up a 3-second time penalty for track extensions, but the Haas is in, an RB's off, and Swifty has been released. The gap now stands at 17.65 seconds. Now he has to chase that down to Fridge, but Fridge has to make another stop. Now 13 laps on mediums might be a bit of a stretch. It can be done though. 12 laps on mediums is not impossible. It's just going to be very, very difficult at the end. But then well, I think if they pit, they would probably be caught in this queue, I have a feeling. So maybe it's worth doubling down. I don't know. Maybe their race engineer will do all the hard work for me. As Swifty now look to try and close the gap. But those hards are good, but not brand spanking new. But they are still very, very good at this stage. In this group, there are no changes to report. As there's no videos camera angle, but there is a good one here of the action. There might be some overtaking now. Sorry to the rest of yous. This is just it's such a great train to watch. 5 cars all fighting for position. Druckmann in the background gets past Ryan Berger in a great battle for 13th place there. Actually dropped out of the DRS zone, so good work with Druckmann on their debut in CRF tier number 2. He said 3 there, but Darlis stays in their lucky number 5. And they're out in 2nd in this group. Right, further down then, any kind of action going on? Not at the moment. Druckmann got past Ryan Berger. I don't think Ryan's going to get the DRS. Oh, they have! They've just about clung on there. So that's interesting to note down. Swifty is pushing though, just at the fastest lap of the race, as Leighton is going to get past Martin Varga, and those two are very much at the back of this big train behind us. And, let's see what happens here. Leighton now knows his teammates there. Is he going to maybe slow down and try and help his teammate through the pack and just be a massive brick wall? We'll find out now. But Leighton just got past Martin for 3rd on the road. That could drop down quite a few positions once this is all said and done. Let's see how this all goes. As Darnis now is leading this train once again. There could be a move from Ryan Berger as they could try to make a move down into Schumacher corner. Let's see here. No, Druckmann successfully defends. Is Ryan going to, in the background, attack down into turn number 4? I think they're a little bit too off there. They might have been a slow exit there through the 2nd and 3rd corner. And Druckmann stays in 13th place for the time being. Thus, leaving us back to this group then. So, they have caught up to Martin and Leighton. What are they going to do? Adonis is the first car here. And let's see what happens as Hunter Clark's AI is pitting. But let's see what happens here. So Leighton now and Martin could either work together or just let these cars through and focus on their race. Again, strategy-wise, they're in completely different ballparks here. Martin is putting up the defensive wall here. Adonis tries to go around the outside. Oh, they're both pitting! Wow! That is a bold call. So they're going to stretch the tyres out then. They didn't want to waste their time. They planned this together, which is really funny. It's probably unintentional. But they're both going on to mediums to the end. There's a yellow flag out for the spinning Sauber. And it's mediums to the end for the Haas and the Ferrari. Leighton is out, and I think that will be a nice point for each. Actually, the Slayer has taken a point, but they did the undercut, and that's clearly worked for them. As Leighton and Varga will be 11th on top. There's a spinner from. Oh, what's this? Oh, who is this one? Oh, it's Killian having a spin. It's not the end of the world for them, but that's going to knock their chances out of being in for the final podium. But hey, there's still very good points from Red Bull. Getting 13 plus 4, that is a very solid overhaul for the Red Bull outfit. Give Luke a chance to... Well, Dave, I don't know how you feel about that, but I mean, he did, but then he just boxed into the pits with Martin, so I don't know how you feel about that. You can always comment on the second channel at twitch.tv/CRF Racing League 2. As now, the gap currently stands at 15.3. I'm going to quickly switch into leader. If Fridge was to stop, he's probably going to come out in a good gap now. Not quite with these lot, but ahead of Daredevil. So I think that this would be a good spot for them. Oh! Toby's retired! Safety car! VSC! Oh! This could change the race. If anybody wants to go on a pair of mediums, maybe like Cedric and Berger, take a punt, or Sebi, who knows? Yes, the Biscuit's thinking that idea. Very clever plan. Toby, the first retiree of the season, sadly. They're standing as a reserve. They gave it the best shot, but just wasn't meant to be today. I think it was on their own. I believe so, but the stewards who work so hard in this league will tell us via their wonderful report. So Biscuit is going to be... Anyone else going to try it? Yes, Druckerman opts for it. Ryan Berger, the semi stays out. As Druckerman gets a 10-second penalty for speeding. Oh, Druckerman. Oh, I know, it's one of those days. We all have them. Toby's left. I totally feel sympathy for them. It happens to the best of us. So, this is surely going to work into Fridge's hands, because, well, it would save about 10 seconds. So roughly, this would put them in a clear second if the VSC stays out for that amount of time. But we don't know. Is it going to? Is Fridge going to do it? Is he going to do it? He's going to do it! In comes the Fridge! Right, here is Swifty. Let's see what tyres... Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong! Oh, the VSC has finished at the worst possible time. And that hasn't worked out for Fridge. Oh, he's gone for the softs! Oh, that was quick thinking! Fridge is going to make the softs work! This is crazy! Right, Swifty is in the lead. Can Adonis get in front? This is going to be really close. Where is Fridge? He's coming down the end of the pit lane. He's just jumped them all. No, he hasn't. Oh, he's bottled in there. Oh, the game's shafting him a little bit there. That is unlucky in sport. And he's now got to be stuck behind this queue. But on a fresh pair of softs, boys. Against really worn media. Hard, sorry. This is going to be fun. Martin Varga gets past Leighton in the fight for the final point, which could honestly decide positions at the end of the season, so it's absolutely worth fighting for. I'm apparently in the lobby as the Racing Bulls is in the middle of the circuit. We're just going to quickly switch as, oh wow, it's already a move as Fridge gets past Luke Gill. He's not messing around today. Fridge is already past one off the hit list. Adonis is struggling in second. Right, what's going to happen now? He got past Luke Gill. He didn't even need the DRS detections over get past. Fridge is taking his time, biding his options. Is he going to try? Oh! Gnez is struggling under pressure. We've seen it happen a few times this race. And now the number 26 is under massive pressure here. He's going to come thundering now. He's got so much more. This is painful. He needs to get past all three right now. Oh, this is so intense. Right, what are they going to do? There's a blue flag in the way somewhere. Oh, nearly goes into him. He's that much faster. He's pushing the Williams along. He's energizing the battery of that Kraken-powered car, but the Ilios lap is open. It's going to be on one move. They're going to go 3 wide. No, they're not. They're going to go 2 wide. Oh, my goodness me. Adonis on the inside. Slight contact with Daredevil. Oh, incredibly, the game kept them in. But Fridge is ahead of Glazer, I think. There's an off-car standing. I think it's one of the RVs. But, Lera Fusion's up to second. Fridge is going to try. Oh, he gets pushed behind. Oh, he's still in the fight though, but he gets pushed off a little bit there from behind. Glazer has been struggling with the rear end all race long. I think that's slightly put them down the dumps. But Fridge sells Glazer the dummy. He's throwing out all the items on the fridge now. He's just thrown out the milk. He's thrown out the milk to Glazer. And now he's going to send off the avocado to the Red Bull. But let's see what happens here. Opening up the second of 3 DRS straights. He absolutely sends past with a bunch of oranges there. And the Oracle powered Red Bull's got nothing to respond. Through he goes. This is all great for Swifty, by the way. But now comes the Raul Fusion. And let's see what happens here. The Raul is the last car and they've not got anyone else to defend from. So honestly, I think this is going to be it pretty much. I have a sneaky suspicion, but we'll have to see. But now, as Fridge comes through now, he's going to get the DRS, and with the softs versus the hards, he's even pushing him. He's even pushing the Aston Martin. Wow. What an eventful couple laps. See the power of the VSC. You see, if that stayed out 20 more seconds, it would have changed everything. But there we go. What an entertaining bit of racing that was for us. Aaron Fridge, the number 37, is off. Now to catch Swifty, the gap stands at 8.777 seconds. What can he do? He's bringing this group along with him. Let's see how this evolves. Let's have a look further down the order. As Leighton there puts a great defence there on Martin Varga. And let's see if they can keep a hold of this defence. It is for a point. I know it might not be the most exciting to you all, but this is still for a point here. For these drivers, it could mean the entire world to them. We don't know. But at the moment, Leighton stays ahead of the battle now. But you've got a few laps to go. I need a sip of coffee after that. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Excuse me, I'm going to need a throat sweet after that one. If there's a proper safety car, I'm getting a throat sweet, alright people? Oh my goodness me. Fridge! He's setting the purple sector now. He's throwing out all the items of the fridge today. He's plugged in. He's fully refrigerated. And he is going for it. He is giving it with the power of H2O. He is absolutely flying here. Absolutely. I bet he's feline pretty good in that car. But speaking of feline pretty good, we've got some action going on with the Bull cars. Right, Adonis is going to try and make a move now. He gets past the Raul Fusion. This group at 1 point and 6 cars in it. Could you believe it? And now it's just cut down to 4. But Adonis gets in front into Schumacher corner. Can the Raul capitalise, I'm wondering? Let's see what top trend he's got under the sleeve of the Aston Martin. He's got a good vantage point, but can't quite find a way past. The city-born driver is struggling there a little bit in one of the biggest business capitals of the world. Could say he's feeling pretty next-gen if he's racing on an Xbox Series XS or the PlayStation 5 or a really good PC. Glazer, meanwhile, struggling a little bit there. Probably the car's had a little bit too much of that high protein, and is feeling a little bit of the after effects there with all the locking up. Meanwhile, Luke Gill, good race. Oh, Grace has had it off! Oh, wow, Grace, stop it! Do you do this to entertain us? Oh, please. Oh, I think the diff set too high with him. To me, it seems like a traction issue. Like, I think he set the diff a little bit too, like, on the throttle for the hards, and needs to, like, soften the rear or something. As a bit of advice, looking at it now. But, yeah, great stuff. As Leighton's still holding on to 10th there, and the rest of the field all spread up. But Drukiman has just set a purple for a sector. Watch out, they could be taking the fast lap of the race, as they're in front of Ryan Berger for now. The main runners are coming down too. The start of straight, the gap to the leader, the first and second gap stands at 6.4 seconds. Luke Gill's going to go for a little more Glazer here, around the outside of Schumacher. Is it going to work? Yes, it is. I'm actually saying inside and outside properly for once. This is a miracle, I know. But now, Luke Gill with the form of his life, the number 90. I wish it was 95. But regardless, the number 90 comes flying through and can't quite find a way through. Adonis with a good defensive block. And it's currently the Red Bull from the Aston Martin, then the Ferrari, and then the Williams in the fight for the final podium slot. The gap at the front has now shrunk by an extra second, just 5.9 seconds. For the front, remember there's a yellow flag. I think it's for McLaren Drukeman, sadly, in the fight with Ryan Berger. I think one of those two will spun. That might be that battle over the race, sadly. Meanwhile, Leighton's holding on to P10, and the rest are just standing there. As Druke, I think, had a little spin. Ryan Berger is now into 14th place. Right, let's see what happens here. Gonna have to give him stern words. Dave. Anyway. Right. Fridge has just set the fast lap of racing. They have shaved off another second. Could this be enough? It might just be enough, but the stuffs are going to start waning soon. The Real Fusion gets passed down the start-finish straight. And the final DRS zone for lap 24 locks them on lap 25. Is that going to give Adonis the invitation? Yes, it does. They're going to try around the inside here. Wanted to go on board with the Ferrari, get a better angle. And yeah, not quite. But Laral struggling a little bit there. And the number 21 Aston Martin stays in front for now of the number 5 Red Bull. Oh my goodness me, that was a crazy race. Right. Let's have a look further down the grid. Currently, Leighton has got DRS from Meowslayer. So the number 99 is struggling there on the medium tyres. Oh, he really is struggling, isn't he? Oh, he's really struggling. Is Meowslayer. This could be disastrous here. It could have gone from 2 points to no points potentially, but Martin Varga is there in the backup waiting for his moment to shine. He could just take 9th away and a Meowslayer defend from Leighton, but we'll see what fantastic plan the American team comes up with. As Drukeman teleports apparently right behind Ryan Berger in the fight for 14th. Now this pack here, group number 2, are on to this little train. So, thundering round the final corner, going down on the charge to Schumacher. I think Luke Gill's on a mission here. He's going to make a double. They're going to go 3 wide. Oh, goodness me, 3 wide. And Adonis gets past them both. And Luke Gill jumps up to 4th. Brilliant racing from the 5, the 90 and the 21 cars. But it's a bit too much action. It's over the last lap, boys. Like, keep it sensible. Oh, actually, Luke Gill might find a way past. They seem to have some electric form coming off the final race. And it's clearly showing that red seems to suit this driver a little bit more than grey, perhaps. In the number 80, I should say. Oh, Laurel Fusion is also struggling along with Greza. So that is not good stuff. I thought Greza had wing damage, but they do not apparently. So, oh, Fridge is cooking here. What is he cooking from that fridge? He's clearly got some power. He's obviously using the power of H2O. But that must be a heck of a lot of water in there. He must have an entire mini fridge just dedicated to water or something. Because this power is something I have not seen. He is taking a second out a lap. He's just got to find 1.3 seconds in 2 laps. And he's in the DRS for the final lap. That is simply incredible. Right. On to the podium group. Adonis leads the cars into lap number 27. Let's see here, is the number 80 going to try and get past? I don't think they want to, though. There's a yellow flag. It's the Alpine of Sebi. Oh, it's Ryan Berger. As Adonis misses out there to Luke Gill. Luke Gill's going to try and go around the outside. They're not going to pull this off, surely. Yes, they will! What a move by Luke Gill. Adonis struggling with traction. Oh, no, Future's going to try and make this a double, but this could end badly here, boys. Oh, a bit of touch. Oh! Oh, he's off! Oh, he's off! And a safety car! Surely I said this would happen. All this fighting, two cars struggling with the traction of the rear end, and something was going to go bang, and it's finally happened on lap 27. Oh, that must be absolutely heartbreaking for Laurel. Absolutely. I think it was a race against her, but we're going to have to check the stream back. But, oh my goodness me. Unfortunately, the safety car would come back. Had Swifty not crossed the line and started lap number 26, we would have had a safety car, which would have been crazy, as one of my dogs has decided to hop in because they know how excited this race is. Their tale is how happy I am, because all of a sudden now, Fridge is almost within a second, but we're not going to focus on him just yet. He's going to do it any moment now, but Luke Gill is leading this group now for what is effectively third, with Adonis in fourth and Greza in fifth. Greza staying out of trouble, and it's actually worked out for them quite nicely here. They dodged the carnage, and well, they're not the one who paid the price for it. But Luke Gill set to get a great podium here today for third place, with Adonis in fourth, Greza in fifth. Leighton gets past in a fantastic move. Oh, the two American cars. Oh, my dog is even happy. Biscuit gets a penalty. And we're going to actually watch this, because this could be a little cheeky overtake here. Let's see what happens here. The Haas looks for the move. Can't quite find it. Okay, so it's Ferrari, then the two Haases. Fridge has done it. Fridge has done it. He is a mad lad. He is a man on a mission. I think he should be called an oven instead of a fridge, because he is so on fire right now. And he's cooking so much. I don't know why he's called the fridge. He should be called the oven as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, whether he's a fridge or an oven, whether he's got the fire or ice, the Mercedes is all over the back of the Swift driver. He has done an absolutely brilliant job today. Do not get me wrong. A great performance. But we're on to the final lap. Coming into Schumacher corner. This is weaving galore. Here's Swifty hanging on for dear life. They're absolutely holding on. But no moves down into turn one, it seems, for the Mercedes driver. Both struggling there on the exit. There could be some changes in the battle for third. Dallas in front for now. Luke Greza actually dives up in third place. But Fridge! Oh, he's going to go for it! Oh, it's really knocked up! Oh, but they managed to keep it going a little further behind. Luke Gill! Oh, Greza is off in the distance. Oh, that was absolutely a shame. I think they went 3 wide into Schumacher. That never happens. And Luke Gill manages to stay in third. Even my dog is happy. Oh, he's licking me to death. He's saying you should follow us at CRF Racing League 2. But now going into the final opportunity. Fridge is literally pushing the Williams all the way to the line, it seems. Right, what's Fridge going to do now? He's going to try and look for him, but he backs out of it. That's very wise, very wise. Further down, what could Adonis do? He's also pushing the Ferrari, not quite as much, but still very, very intense. Fridge is getting very close. He's going around the inside. No way was he going to make that work, but now it's a drag race to the line. Oh, Swifty showing him the cold shoulder, but Fridge gets past. He's going to make it stick. Oh, there's contact. Oh, on the line, as Swifty wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Fridge takes a well-deserved second, and to the line, Luke Gill will take the third place. Oh my goodness me, what a race that was. Adonis in fourth, Greza unlucky with the final contact, but it could be worse. Great drive for them for fifth. Daniel quiet and safe, and Leighton has done it. And thanks to all the shenanigans, oh he hasn't! Oh he hasn't! Martin Berger sails through at the final bit. He must be ecstatic. I would be if I was him too. Oh, that was great. Martin in 7th, Leighton in 8th, Astor in 9th, Killiam in 10th, Biscuit misses on the points 11th. Druckerman, it's a 3-way fight for 12th place. This race is non-stop, I tell you. And Chadia is going to try and send it on the Alpine semi. He locks up, and the Sauber has kicked the Alpine off. Whoa, literally, actually. But Druckerman in 12th. With a 10-second penalty ball drop down, Semi 12, Shadia 13, Drucker 14, Ryan Berger 15, and Swaki Hunter Clark and Alex with their disconnections. I don't think we'll finish, sadly. And Ryan Berger takes the last spot. Oh my goodness me. What a race that was. We got the gold fridge cooking he was. I mean, yeah, that was absolutely crazy. Leighton given driver of the day, and you know what? I totally see that argument. You know, Leighton did a solid drive, although in the end, it was a battle between the two at the top, and the Williams driver was very swift in defence and managed to successfully tame the beast, and is bringing a win to CRF2 for Williams. Your winners today. And that is excellent because last season they didn't even get a win. They're already starting off with one more win than they had last year. Fantastic stuff, and this is their first podium too, out of the 4 they got last year. What a nice pose there from our winner. First of all, let me record the race director. So, without any penalties and steward investigations being applied, Swifty wins from Fridge, then it is Luke Gill in 3rd, Darlis in 4th, Des in 5th, Daredevil 6th, Martin Varga in 7th, Leighton 8th, Nelson in 9th, and Killian running up the points in 10th, Eric's Biscuit 11th, Simi 12th, Shania 13th, Deluca in 14th, Ryan Berger 15th, with Swake, Hunter Clark, Alex, Noah Fusion, and Toby all retiring there at the end. Wow, that was a race, wasn't it? That was an absolute crazy race. Oh my god, Fridge cooking, absolutely they cooked indeed. Martin P is crazy, absolutely. I said Martin top A. There you go. They pulled it off. Not over yet. It'll probably spin. Holy steaks. Indeed, Swifty, that was an absolutely crazy race. And thank you all for joining us on CRF Racing League 2. Obviously, this account won't have regular uploads, just more like whenever stuff happens. But now, if you could please go to www.twitch.tv/CRF Racing League, without the number 2, just take away the 2 from your search bar, or just go to the CRF Racing League. All lowercases, you can now watch the 4 hours of Nordschleifer. And I will hand you over to that team as they are doing a fantastic job with an incredible 30 people watching, and there's actually only half an hour left of the race, so you get to miss out the boring part and focus on the best part, which is the near end. So again, please go over there. The next time out will be the streaming uploads should return to the first account, but do not quote me. Whatever I say usually isn't accurate, so don't ever trust me with anything. But it is Bahrain week. We've kicked it off in style for sure in Tier 2. Tomorrow on Sunday, the 8th of September, will be the beginning of the Tier 1 division. The best of the best drivers, the top few percent, are all going to be thundering around this iconic track. With Tier 3 set to kick off on Monday the 9th there. And next time out for CRF2 will be off at Japan in Suzuka on the 14th of September. For what is going to be an absolute cracking race around the iconic Suzuka International Racecourse. My name has been Marlborough. Thank you so much for watching, and of course thank you to all the staff and students who make this possible: NordVPN, Salix, Sidex, Rogan G, Pitney Prince 5 and W3 Direct Motor Racing. I have been Marlborough. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Take care and stay safe. Bye.